I think it was a success. I was very happy. I did have a few people reach out and say they didn't know about it. And then I said, well, we put it out in a lot of different ways. Next time, maybe we'll start a little earlier or something. But there were a good group of people there. There was a lot of good information that went about. I've got a lot of response from people that went, and they were very happy to be there and happy to hear of all the good, exciting things going on in District 4. So I kind of want to give a recap of that. What I like to say is we had the heavy hitters there, So we had Public Works and our engineers and our Parks and Recs and all kinds of Brian Killenberger and a bunch of people there. And they provided us an update on all the things that are going on in District 4. And they were there to answer questions, and they even went outside of District 4 a little bit and told about a few other things that are going on that are really good and positive for this county. Right now we're in the process of ordering some playground equipment for Paradise Park. Very excited about that because it's going to be really nice equipment, and it's going to be ADA compliant, friendly for everyone. It will be very inclusive, and it's really going to be a nice addition for that park. And we kind of want to just keep that park as a very relaxing, easygoing, just walk around it. People love walking around that park. It's great. And we'll be doing some modifications soon. We've got to put the well in so that we can irrigate the sod. So we don't want to put any sod down until we get the water in. So, first things first, but it's coming. So that's Paradise Park. And then soon you'll also see upgrades to Legion Park. Legion Park, we're going to put 2 really nice pickleball courts in. There's going to be some new grass placed out there. I was out there the other day, and it was absolutely a beautiful day. And there were people lying on the benches reading a book and stuff. So it was just really, really nice and beautiful. There's some new grass by the new benches, and it was just really a stunning day. And if you get an opportunity, go out there and relax and enjoy yourself, because it's just really pretty. Go out and have a picnic or something like that. There's picnic tables out there too. So that's Legion Park, and there's going to be a lot of nice changes, so I hope that you enjoy them. Sidewalks on Forest Shore. I am so excited about these sidewalks because that neighborhood is probably close to 50 years old, and we have not had sidewalks, and people have walked, and that's a busy, Forest Shore is a busy, busy road. And there are several stop signs, but a lot of them don't get stopped at, so unfortunately. But we have a lot of people that walk in the roads. They're walking their dogs, walking their kids, just walking, jogging, riding bikes, whatever. And it's so nice to now, at least at a portion of Forest Shore, we do have sidewalks, and we're getting more every day. This current area they're doing now will go all the way to Holiday Road, and then we'll have a little gap in time before they start to go from Holiday Road to Walton Way. But eventually it'll go all the way to Paradise Park. We're also going to put new lighting on Scenic 98. I didn't realize how dark it was at night over there until Tim Taylor told me how dark it was at night over there. So I thought, well, we got to do something about that. So Chance Powell and I jumped in his truck one evening and drove up and down for about an hour and a half and started looking at where we could add light. And so we've got the order in for light, and then Brian Kellenberger is going to be putting some light. Everything is turtle friendly, so it's not going to be anything that's going to bother the turtles, but we're going to have pathway lighting on the south side of 98, and it's going to be a really nice improvement, and again, a lot safer for everyone. So we're excited about that. And I hope you've noticed that we've put up the new signs along the crosswalks, and we're putting them on both sides of the pole, so it's easier to see from each direction. And also we've got thermoplasting that we've done over on the crosswalks over there. So you've got, that lasts a lot longer, and it's a little brighter than what was there before. And we also did that on the side striping on the roads. And eventually we'll be able to incorporate that into some more areas for crosswalks, because there are a lot of other areas that need freshening up on the crosswalks. So we're doing that. And let's see, Helen McCall Park will also be getting upgrades. That's been in the works for quite some time, and it's going to be a pretty massive upgrade, and that'll be starting here pretty soon. So that'll be something to look forward to, but I think it's going to start after the season is over, so we won't try to interrupt anything that the kids are involved in right now. But that's a lot of changes, a lot of things that are going on, and this is all within District 4. And one of the big things is the stormwater issue we've had right down the street here between Driftwood and Ellis. It has been a nightmare for a lot of the homeowners, and they've been putting up with it for quite some time, and they have asked for relief, and it's been on the books for quite a while, and it's finally getting ready to happen. So by the end of this year, sometime around August, September, they'll be starting on it, and it's going to alleviate a lot of the drainage problems. They're going to take Ellis and Driftwood from the south of the road to Bradley, which is about a little bit further than midway to 98. I want to put in a little plug for some of our local businesses. You know, we've got so many local businesses around here and local things that go on. If you haven't been to the Emerald Coast Theater, you should go check out one of their shows. They do a lot of really, really good shows. They've got comedy shows and musicals and everything in between, so that's always fun. You know, we have quite a few wine festivals down here, and we have events at Seascape where there's a lot of really great music going on there. I know the people that are running Seascape, the music portion of it, are really doing their best to try to make sure that it doesn't infringe on the citizens that live in the local area, because the problem is that noise does carry over water, especially, and a perfect storm is you've got, you know, low clouds and you've got a wind, and it kind of forces it over the water, and that creates a problem. And they're doing their best to make sure that they stay within the rules, and they cut it off at 10 o'clock, and they're not increasing the decimals, and they're trying to make sure that they take everything into consideration. It's kind of not the easiest thing to do, but they have some fantastic concerts over there. I mean, absolutely fantastic. So if you get an opportunity to go over there, you ought to go over there too. It's nice to have something like that so local, you know. And I guess that's it. I think that's a lot of stuff that we've got going on, and I really appreciate all the people for the county that work here and that are doing the hard work, you know, from between, you know, Public Works, our engineers, our beach guys, our code guys, and you all, and that get the message out. It's just a really awesome, really wonderful group of people that we have working for the county, and I want to thank everybody that you know, that works so hard, and especially when it gets hot and it's not the funnest thing to do to work out in the heat. So thank you for all that you do. We really appreciate it, and keep on trucking.